Good morning, sixth graders, and welcome to English for the week of Monday, April 20th. And the first lesson we're going to look at is for subject-object pronouns. All right, a pronoun can function in this sentence as a subject, a direct object, an indirect object, or an object of a preposition. All right, so in the sentence, what we're going to have here, we're going to look at when things are in the subject of the sentence, relating to the subject, or relating to the object, in other words, receiving the action. So, in other words, I am Kyle's neighbor. I is part of the subject because that's who we're talking about. He and I are good friends. He and I are subject pronouns because he reflects who we're talking about. You have the next part, which is Kyle brought. Ooh, we got a verb here. So we're looking for indirect object, direct object, brought him and me a snack. So we use, it's an object in this case, so him and me, there it is, him and me, both of them. Next one, Kyle brought him to church, another verb receiving the action, or the object is receiving the action of the verb, so it's a direct object, and therefore, since it's an object, we go to him, which is in our object pronoun. Kyle brought the book to him. All right, in this case, it's an object of the preposition because we have the preposition to. So again, we're using him. All right, so though it depends on where it's located in the sentence is the big deal. Let's kind of look at the subject with a linking verb. Who called my name? It was I. All right, who called who? Reflecting to I because I is reflecting to the who called the name. May I speak with Lauren? This is she. All right. Asking a question. Lauren. What's Lauren reflect to? It's part of the subject. So you go to the subject. I use the word she. Be careful not using her because she reflects Lauren. Who were those people? Question mark. We were they. All right. That doesn't sound right, but yet people. It reflects the subject of the sentence. People being the subject. So they, taking a look, down here when it's plural form, subject pronoun, they. And you wouldn't say we were we, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's go ahead, put this into a little practice right now. See how we do. And again, you can turn off the video to take a look to see how you do, and then check the answer. But you need to please do this for your note taking, or for your quiz at the end of the week. Mother and, okay, subject. So we're in the subject singular. I. Maria de Medicis, I can't speak Spanish to save my life, or Italian, bought this mansion in 1615. And it was, okay, we're she or her, we're reflecting back to Maria. So we're looking at the subject relationship, subject being she. She who had it made into a palace. All right? It's not going to be an object because it's still part of the subject. All right, jumping down to number 3. And you will not do this chart in your assignment on the independent practice. I will redesign it a little bit, but you will, again, be doing something similar to it. I'm just going to redesign it a little bit, but please still do it here on the regular assignment or the regular guided practice here. We have been learning about 3 low countries. All right, so look at each sentence, underline each underlined pronoun. Identify using the sentence by marking X in the chart. So we have a subject, a direct object, and an indirect object. All right, so if you take a look on all those, we have on the very first one, we have been, we is a subject pronoun. So it's going to be an X there. I explained to him that the Netherlands is one of the low countries. To him's a prepositional phrase. And so I need to slide that over a little bit so you can see it all. And I'll put the S back here. So the second one, since it's in a prepositional phrase, object of the preposition. And so how I would do this on your assignment on the computer, you would put these symbols down. when you do it. So if we is a subject pronoun, you would write out subject pronoun. If it's an object pronoun like this is, you would put down object pronoun. And I might let you abbreviate. We'll see how that works out. All right, Tiny Luxembourg is one of them as well. So looking at that, you see immediately you have another prepositional phrase. So it's another OP. So this is OP. All right, number 6. Bob couldn't remember the third country, so we helped him. All right, helped. Helped is a verb. It's who's receiving the action of the verb? Him. So as you're looking at that, you're going to go through and you're going to take a look and notice it's a direct object because it's receiving the action of the direct object. Okay? Jan writes, what did she write? Letters. Who did she write the letters to? Me. So we have a indirect object because she is the one that's receiving the indirect object. So again, this would be IO. The other one, like we just said, was a DO because it receives the action. O for object, and then the subject is going to be at label S. So your abbreviation you'll probably use is SP for subject pronoun, DO for direct object, IO, as well as object OP. Okay. Back down to the bottom of number 8. Underline the compound subject or compound objects that correctly complete each sentence. Sean, will you compete in the Bible drill with, you have a choice, them and me or they and I? All right, so we are looking at, first off, here's your big clue. You have this little word here, which is a preposition. So that means we're looking for an object of the preposition. So we got to go up if you need to. Take a look back up at the top of the sheet. It says object of the preposition. So you're looking for them and me. If you take a look in the object, you have me and you have the word them, both. So therefore, it is going to be this one, them and me. They and I is in the subject, so that would not work. So again, make sure you're looking. If it's an object, you're going to the object category at the top back there on the orange page. And I'll drag that down here in a little bit. Again, 9. He said the passage by memory to him and me or he and I. All right, again, prepositional phrase. So that means we're looking for me as the object, so that means we have him and me. Okay? And last but not least, you and I, or you and me, can start a Bible study together. All right? It's in the subject of the sentence, so we're going to use the word I. So again, you and I. You would not say me can start a Bible study. You'd say I can start. So again, the key is what I want to make sure you're familiar with, and I'm going to mess all this up here a little bit and slide it over. This box right here. Now I'm going to drag out my little rag here and clean this up so you can see it. This box is your tool. If it occurs as an object, like a direct object or an object of the preposition, these are the words. Subject of the pronouns, these are the words. This is your guide, so know this, have this on hand. Don't tear out that sheet, keep it. All right, have a good day.